Good morning students and welcome to our YouTube channel Gnan Manjari Modern School. So in the previous video we have just completed the chapter number 3, that was dispersal of the seeds. In this video we will start with our new chapter, that is chapter number 4, human body. So here first of all, if I just say the word human body, okay, so what strikes in your mind? That human body means our body. In that there are many of the organs and how our body is made up. Okay, so we have seen that brain is there, heart is there, lungs is there, hands, nose, eyes, tongue, mouth, many of the things are there in our body. Okay, so in that, if I just say that the human body can be first part into two types, that is internal organs and external organs. Okay, internal organs and the external organs. First of all, what is internal organ? Internal organs which are inside our body, that are the internal organs, and external organ, that is what the body consists of outside the body, that is the external organs. Okay students, like hands, eyes, mouth, nose, ears, that all are the external organs. And internal organs, if I just talk about the heart, lungs, kidneys, stomach, okay, brain, and this all are the internal organs. Okay, so here this is all about the introduction. Let us read the introduction part which is given over here. That is, the human consists of many organs. Each organ has its own function. All the organs work together to help us perform our daily activities. The body has both internal and external organs. Our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin are some of the external organs. We have also internal organs such as brain, heart, lungs, liver. Okay, so here first of all talking about the internal organs and the external organs. So here if I say about the internal organs, internal organs, so the internal organs are what? The brain, heart, liver, lungs, etc. are the internal organs. Now talking about the external organs. External organs. So external organs that are eyes, ears, nose, tongue, so this all are the external organ. Okay, first of all, what are internal organs? The organs which are situated inside the body, that are internal organs, which are their brain, heart, liver, lungs, etc., which we can't see. That organs are internal organs, and the organs which we can see, they are external organs, that is eyes, ears, nose, tongue, etc. In simple way, if I just say about the internal organ and external organ, that is, internal organ means the organs which we can't see, that are the internal organs, and external organs means what? The organs which we can see, they are external organs. Okay students, and further, the internally these organs are very soft, like brain, heart, liver, lungs. These are very soft, so they are protected using skeleton and muscular system which is there inside our body. Okay, so let us see that. First of all, we will see the skeletal system. Okay. So, first we will see the skeletal system. Skeletal system. Skeletal system. So first of all, what is the skeletal system? Let us see that. So the first point, that is, the skeletal system is the framework of bones in our body. Here, the skeletal system means what? The skeletal system, skeletal system skeletal system is the framework of bones in our body. Here, just skeletal system. What is the skeletal system? Here means the system, we have seen the bone structure of our body, the dead bodies of the bone structure in the horror movies. Okay, that body is bone system. So that the system which is there, that is the skeletal system. Okay students, that is the skeletal system. And here the next point, here you can see the picture which is given over here of the skeletal system. Beside here you can see this is the skeletal system, in which only the bones you can see, that is the skeletal system. So here it is the skeletal that gives shape and support to our body. Here, due to the skeletal system, our body gets a specific shape and also support. If there is no skeletal system, we can't stand. Okay, what it will be, we just fall like a, okay, we can't stand. So the next point, that is, without the skeletal system, we would be like a piece of limb cloth with no shape, unable to sit or stand. Here, they just said that if there is no skeletal system, then what will be, we will like a limb cloth. As you just put a cloth down, what will happen? The cloth will fall down and it will take any of the shape according to the surface. In that way, our body will be like that. If we don't have skeletal system, we can't walk, we can't sit or stand, if there is no skeletal system inside our body. Okay, so here next point we will write that it gives shape and support to the body. Okay, it gives shape and support to our body. Okay students, this is the skeletal system which gives us shape and support to our body. If the skeletal system is not there, then we can't stand like or sit, or we can't move from one place to the another. We will be like limb cloth. Okay, so here next it is, an adult human being has 206 bones. Here in the MCQ, fill in the blanks, true or false, in any of that, it can be asked that how many bones does an adult human being have. So an adult human being has 206 bones. Okay, an adult human being has 206 bones. You have to just by heart it. Okay, now moving forward to the other part, but before that we will just revise these points only. That is first point, the skeletal system. But before that we just see the human body. What is human body? Human body contains many of the organs. Okay, some are internal and some are external. Okay, in the internal organs are very soft, that it is very soft, and they are protected by the skeletal system. So what is the skeletal system? The skeletal system is the framework of bones in our body. Okay, it gives shape and support to our body. And also an adult human being has 206 bones. Okay, now moving further, so the next point, that is like the muscle, skin and the softened organ of our body, bones are also made up of cells. They also have nerve and blood vessels to supply them with blood. Okay, the bones are filled with a soft substance called bone marrow. Here it can also be asked this point. So the bones are filled with a soft substance called bone marrow. Okay, here in bones also there is what? Some soft substances inside it. So what is it? That is the bone marrow, which is inside the bone. So it is written that the bones are filled with a soft substance called bone marrow. Okay students, that are filled with soft substance, that is bone marrow. Here the next point, which produces red blood cell. The bone marrow produces what? Bone marrow produces red blood cell. Okay, bone marrow produces red blood cell. Bones store calcium, phosphorus and other minerals required by body. So here we can write that bones store calcium, phosphorus and other minerals okay. Here bones also store the calcium, phosphorus and other minerals in our body. So the main thing about the skeletal system, which I have written in the board, the main points of it. Okay, so let us revise this. That is, the skeletal system is a framework of bone in our body. It gives shape and support to the body. Okay, an adult human being has 206 bones. The bones are filled with a soft substance called bone marrow. Bone marrow produces red blood cells and bones store calcium, phosphorus and other minerals in our body. Okay students, so this is all about the skeletal system in detail. Now we will see the part of the skeletal system. Okay, so before that you just write down this and then after we will go further. Okay, now parts of the skeletal system. Here, parts of the skeletal system. Parts of the skeletal system. Okay. Here, that is, the skeletal system consists of the skull, the spine or the backbone, the rib cage and the upper and the lower limbs. Okay, so here the skeletal system consists of skeletal system consists of the four things. That the first is the skull. Secondly, it consists of the backbone, or spine. Thirdly, it consists of the rib cage. Then after, upper limb and lower limb. Lower limb. So these are the four main parts of the skeletal system. Okay students. So here, first of all, talking about the skull. What is skull? If I just say that the upper part above this head, the system which consists of the bone, that is the skull. Okay. Here the backbone, we know that the nerve system, here there is a backbone, and the rib cage which just covers our heart and the lungs. Okay, that is the rib cage, and the upper and the lower limbs, these are the upper limbs, and the legs which are the lower limbs. And let us see it in detail. Okay, so the skull means what? The upper head of our body, which is protected by the skull. Then after secondly the backbone or spine. Here this is directly connected. Here if you just put your hand, then there is a long spine like structure that is known as the backbone or spine. Then after coming towards the rib cage. The rib cage means what? It protects the chest is protected by the rib cage, and the upper and the lower limbs means the lower limbs like legs and upper limbs, the shoulder part, that is the upper and lower limb. Okay students, here we will first of all see the skull. What is it? Okay, so here first of all the skeletal system consists of skull, the spine or the backbone, the rib cage and the upper and the lower limbs. Okay, the skull, what is it? The skull or the cranium is made up of 8 bones held closely by joints known as suture joints. The cranium protects the brain, which controls all body functions in a newborn baby. The top of the head may be soft, but the bones so join together. The human face is made up of 14 bones. They protect the sense organs. The bones are all joint and therefore immovable. Only lower jawbone is movable. This enables to open and close our mouth and therefore to eat and to speak. Here the skull contains the 8 bones. Okay, then these are joined with the suture joints. Okay, then after it is for what? It is just protect all the sense organs like mouth, nose, eyes, ears, and that all, and also the brain is protected by the skull. Okay, and human face means this face consists of how many bones? 14 bones it is consists of, and also they protect the sense organs. The bones are all joint and therefore immovable. The bones are joint and they are immovable. They will not move, but the only bone that will move in our skull, that is the jawbone, for which we can eat and speak. Okay, this only bone will move. Like this lower bone will only move. Okay, then after this is unable to open and close our mouth and therefore to eat and speak. Okay, so here we just complete our video, and in next video we will see the backbone, spine, the rib cage, upper and the lower limbs. And now you just write down your homework. So in your homework what you just do is homework, that is write down the organs which are there in human body. Okay, in that you have to write down all the organs which are there in our body, like what? Brain, eyes, nose, ears, mouth, tongue, teeth, all the things which are there in our body. You have to make a list and write down in your homework. Okay students, and we will meet in the next video. Okay, you have to write down this and just post in your respective group, and we will meet in the next video. Okay, bye students.